This is a short tutorial to read and write numbers to the millions place. So our vocabulary, and if you need that support, make sure you have your notes and your place value chart out. For our vocabulary, we have standard form. So standard form, if you remember, is just writing the number as it is. So for example, if I were to write this number like this, that would be standard form, just writing the number. Now word form is writing it out in words. So I always tell you, say it in your head first and then write it out as to what you said. So for example, if you saw this in standard form, you would need to say it in your head. And remember, when we say numbers in our head, we chunk it by family. So using your place value chart will help you here. So first you just say what you see there. 52. I see the number 52. When you get to a comma, you're going to be saying that family's name. So that comma is the thousands family. So 52,000. So you can write 52,000, and then you will put a comma, and then you just say what you see here. And remember, we don't say a family name for the last family. We just say the number. I see the number 134. So I write that. 134. And then I'm going to check my work. 52,134. Is that what this says? 52,134. So make sure you do that final step of checking your work. So remember, word form is writing it out in words, but say it in your head first and then write the words. So let's practice. We're going to write this one in word form. Now this is a little bit too similar to our last one, so I'm actually going to change it here. Let's change the whole number because it's a lot like the one I just did. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to write this in word form because it's already in standard form. So first, you can underline or circle just one family. The first family that you see all the way to the left that you're going to say. That number is 402. And then you say the family's name, 402,000. So we write that. 402, family's name, 1,000. Okay, so now we're ready to move on. Our last family, we don't have a family name, or we don't say the family name, we just say the number. 936, 936. So we put our comma, 936. And we check our work. 402,936. We come up here. 402,936. They match. I feel good about that. I'm going to move on. All right, here's another one. So we have another family. We know by looking at our place value chart that this is the millions family. I just see the number 6. So I'm going to write 6, family name, million, comma. And now I'm moving on to the next family. I just see the number 12. 12, family name, 1,000. Move on to my final family. I just see the number 1. 1. I check my work. 6,012,001. I come back up here to read it. 6,012,001. Okay. Let's move on. So now I'm giving you word form, and you need to write it in standard form. So let's look at our first section before the comma. 5,000. When we see a family name, we're going to put a comma. 5,000. Now, every other family after this has to have 3 digits. So our last part says 682. 682. And now I check my work. I read this to myself. 5,682. Is that what this says? 5,682. Okay, let's do one more. I look at the section before the first comma. This tells me I need to write a comma. 3 million. Now, if you want to, you know there's 2 families left to do. You could put in your 3 lines because you have to have 3 digits for the rest of the families. So I look at my next chunk, 42,000. So I just have to write the number 42, but I have this extra space. We put a 0 there. 42,000. You have to have 3 numbers. You can't do this. You can't go like that because it's not 3 numbers, 3 digits. Okay, so let's move on to our last, just the number 2. So I'm just going to write the 2, but you have to have 3 zeros. So you couldn't do this, 2, because that's only 1 digit and you need 3 digits. If you put it there, that would be 200. That wouldn't work either. It has to say 2. So now we're going to check our work. 3 million, we're reading this number to ourselves, 3,042,002. We're going to come back up here and check it. 3,042,002. So as you're doing tonight's homework, you can rewatch this video. You can also use your notes and your place value chart to support you.